Welcome to the Happy Mission Podcast. Here's your host, Nika Soriano.
Thank you, Coach Lee, for being with us today. It's an honor for me to interview you, one of the best mentors in the
My
freelancing space.
gosh, no.
Yeah, of course, it's a privilege, really. Thank you and welcome to the Happy Mission Podcast, Coach.
Happy mission! Let's go.
Yeah. So let's make it as straightforward as your
Huh?
way of coaching.
Yes.
Okay, so as they say, in some point in our lives, sometimes the more that we succeed, the more that we achieve some milestones, there are times that we actually feel this feeling of imposter syndrome. So
Uh-huh.
I really want to know if you ever felt that way as well, and how did you overcome it?
Every day. Every day. Imposter syndrome, araw-araw yan. So it feels like, before I used to hate it. Before I used to kind of see it in a way that it's like an enemy. It's something that I need to overcome.
Mhm.
That's how I see it before. And I was really looking back into, the past 5 years that I have struggled so much with, putting up the business, starting it, growing it, to the point na parang, the numbers are parang telling me that it's good, no? But every end of the day, it feels like may kulang, it feels like may mali, it feels like, am I really good enough to even deserve, these numbers,
Mhm.
no? And it's with me every day. So when I opened the coaching program, this was the biggest realization talaga that parang slapped me in the face with cold wet fish. Right. Uh, we actually had a meeting with John sa exec, inside the tribe, every Friday, and John asked, what was your biggest realization the past year? And it's this. Okay, it's that imposter syndrome is not an enemy,
Yeah.
right? Imposter syndrome is all about perspective, meaning you can be like me years ago, that I see it as an enemy. I see it as if it's something bad that's part of me. It's something that, parang I need to constantly fight against it.
Mhm.
Until such time, there was this time when I was already doing coaching calls. No, I think this was during wave one. There was this time, Nix, when I was about to click that start meeting in one of my coaching calls, and I was trembling.
Mm.
Yes, trembling as if I'm so nervous. Like, parang, oh my goodness, I've been doing this for I'm a lot of coaching calls already. Like, it wasn't the first time. So dun ako mas nagulat, because it wasn't even like the first coaching
Yes.
call,
Yes.
right? It was in the midst of the many coaching calls in my calendar. And I asked myself, what is going on?
Mhm.
Okay. And I had 5 minutes before clicking on that start meeting. And I needed to parang get out of my room and just lie in bed
Yeah.
to calm my nerves,
Yeah.
to put my parang emotions into, mag-relax ka nga. Like, what the hell? Parang ganon. So,
True.
but it got me into realization that, the thoughts, why I was trembling is that, kaya ko ba talaga to? Am I doing it right? Am it feels like I'm a fraud. Like, what a faker, right? There's that feeling, and I said, bakit ganon? Despite of, the many people, even strangers, who would send me messages of thank you because this and that. Despite the good things, right? Why is this, why is this existing? Why is this feeling? Why am I trembling?
Yes.
Right? So cut the story short, I realized that imposter syndrome is really part of us. Okay. Whether you are just starting out, you're in the middle of the struggle,
Yeah.
the trying to make it, and yeah, it feels like you've done it. I mean, I got clients, multiple clients. I opened coaching call, and there were people who trusted me, who invested into that coaching program, and yet it is still there,
Yeah.
right? So that's the first realization is that it will always be part of you, and it's now I'm kind of saying that it's just so stupid for us to think that it will go away, right? So yun.
Yeah, I get it, coach. Parang you don't really need to let it go in your system, but you have to, yun nga, lagi kong naiisip yung sinabi mo in one of your coaching sessions, sayawan mo lang, di ba? Kumbaga,
Sayawan.
di ba? Parang nandyan yan eh. Hindi yan mawawala. Even the successful people, even siguro sila Elon Musk, if they have new ideas, Bill Gates, or even Mark Zuckerberg, they always experience these kinds of feelings na parang I'm not good enough. I have this lack of confidence in some ways in you. So with that, coach, how does your mantra in life help you to actually really dance with imposter syndrome?
Love that question. I love that question. See, when you guys first know me, di ba, when Savage started, this was my very first message. I remember crying over a Facebook Live. I think this was my first Facebook Live in Savage Society, where when I shared this message that I got from Akbar, was that 6-7 years ago? 6 years ago, no? It was written in his book, and when he said, write this down, and then paste it or post it in your wall and say it to yourself, read it out loud for 45 days straight, and this has been my mantra ever since. Which, by the way, I used to think that mantras are kind of baduy and corny and like really, I mean, there are, kasi naman, di ba, sandamakmak yung quotations and motivational quotes and whatnot. So yeah, good. It's cool and all, but for me to kind of, my goodness, really babasahin ko to, like really, I feel like it's so stupid. But I was at that point in my life when, I needed to, when it parang asked me to humble myself.
Yes.
Like, swallow that freaking ego, because it's not gonna get you to pay your bills, right? So that's when I really, parang humbled myself. You are unique, you are different. There is no one in the world just like you, and people will benefit from you because of your uniqueness. It was just flat, straight, direct to the point, whatever. And it speaks to you. It's like you have this alter ego telling you that. That's why I use the word you. No, it's that I am unique. It's also nice to say it. Of course, we can say it in a different way. I am unique. I am different. But sometimes we I don't know. Para lang sa akin, I just got tired of having this, motivating myself and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know, for some reason, when I tweak that into you, it's as if I'm coaching myself. It's as if I'm really talking to myself. There's like other person that I'm speaking with, and that I'm telling her, you are unique. And that person is right in front of me in the mirror. Right. And I did that. Talagang I that numerical thing that we used to do when we count things, like one, I was at Roman numerals, I don't know, I forgot, but there's that. So 45 days I really parang said that every morning, and even when I go to bed. Okay, Sam was barely a few months old at that time, and I was struggling into how do I put myself out there? I know that that's what I need to do. I know that I need to share whatever I have to share out there. It's just that there's that, parang it feels like you're a prisoner of the things that hurt you in the past, the things that experiences that told you that you're not good enough. You're just
Yes.
whatever. But as soon as I did that talaga, like everything changed. Every single thing changed. The skills, the technicalities of service fulfillment and whatnot, nandyan na yan eh. Kumbaga, really, anyone can do it. What? Web design, Facebook ads, copywriting, whatever that is, because these things are teachable, learnable, right? But the mindset is the first thing that I feel like we need to break into muna before any skill set. So, parang nakatago, tinago, o preso yung mga skills na yon because of this thought in my head that why would people hire you? I mean, there are a lot, like, okay, choose a market. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna pick let's say for example, restaurant owners.
Yep.
And then every time that I do my market research, there's a tiny voice that would tell me, why would these restaurant owners work with you? Where in fact there are a lot of other marketers out there, digital agencies even near their place, same nationality, way better than you,
True.
more experienced than you. Like, why would they pick you? Why would they? And I don't find any answer. That's why ang tendency lagi is nabalik ako sa kulungan. Okay? But it's not because now that I'm I got parang I was able to break that barrier na. It was all because the mindset locked the skills that's already in me. So the mantra, you are unique, I said that to myself 45 days, even more than 45 days pa ata. You are unique, you are different. There is no one else in the world just like you, and people will benefit from you because of your uniqueness. And that's when I started, posting. Oh, I heard something here from Gary. He said about social media, and I would post it on my timeline, whatever, however I want to, say it. So that's the mantra that I live by. When I started, and it's still with me up until this day.
Wow. And that same mantra actually opened my eye as one of your mentees. Alam niyo yan, coach, diba? So the rest is history. But then napakalaking bagay that you've shared that mantra with us, kasi that's actually a groundbreaking time in my life that, oh, I need to do something. I need to do something. And you opened the topic about mindset, coach. So was there a specific moment in your life na you actually regretted na sana nung time na to, ganito na yung mindset ko para hindi ko napalagpas yung ganitong opportunity? Have you ever regretted those past times?
Sure.
Curious.
Only one, I'm not the fan of regrets, sa totoo lang. I've done horrible things in my life, right? But now that when I look at it, it's like, it's meant to happen.
Yeah.
It's meant to happen to teach me.
True.
Right? But there is that one thing talaga that I feel like, I can motivate myself with this such an excuse that it's about to teach me, but I still regret this. It's not saving, it's not respecting money. So let me rephrase that. It's disrespecting money. And this was mga year 2013, I guess, 2012, 2013, and I was working there in Makati, and the pay was good. Really, the pay was good. And I would get commissions from the sales na nako-close ko, and the money, I'm seeing it now, like, dude, you're not in a bad place before. You were actually in such a good place, in a much privileged place, but I feel like I've wasted and spent money on a lot of stupid stuff, right? And then when I got pregnant, when I gave birth to Sam, I know everything happened for good, everything happened for a reason, but it's that time really na, I said, I could have saved those money. I could have, so yun yung ano na yun, like disrespecting money. And I feel like I'm always gonna talk about it because it's the same message. I don't know, probably years from now, some would get to hear this. And it's the message that, not just Sam, but also my pamangkin, and every teenager or in their 20s know that you gotta respect money talaga. The work is easy or not, right? There's a thin line between rewarding yourself and saving for the future.
That's true. And I was guilty of that as well before. And you taught me actually with all those coaching sessions we had. You taught me that, coach. Thank you. I was I had that guilty feeling that way back in my younger years. So I'm so old. I spend too much, not really for myself, but for my cousins or for the people that I love. I want to treat them, I'm paying for my kids and all, but then I don't have anything for myself.
Yeah.
I'm a wide spender for other people, not really for myself. Oh man. And I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
I grow. So with that, coach, you mentioned Sam, that adorable little kid of yours, coach. What will you say to him if one day there will come a time that, hey mom, I can't do this? He's being attacked by imposter syndrome. What will you tell him?
I'll just lead him to the link of this podcast.
Yeah.
Mo na lang.
You listen to this.
Joke lang.
You don't let me repeat, Sam.
Joke lang. No, actually, kahit ngayon, there are a lot of times that, he would say, minsan nagiging impatient on something that he wanted to do. I think yung lagi kong sinasabi, Sam, you'll figure it out.
True.
That's like, that's how simple it is. Sam, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. And then we have this, he's super aware that I'm doing coaching. My goodness, he knows a lot of things about Savage. He asks a lot of things about Savage, about business, about mga ganito. But perhaps, when I'm doing this, like, he would hear everything that I say.
That's an idea.
Next door, no? So probably that, but so I started doing like coaching with him as well. Because sometimes he get jealous with you're always on meeting, ganyan. So I thought, okay, how about I do the same stuff that I'm doing for other people in a way that, I don't know, probably he'd feel now, okay. So we were doing this coaching. They had this election sa school nila. So he was super duper excited because he got nominated. And guess who nominated him? Himself.
That's the spirit, coach.
So ngayon, a few days into the actual election, we made a speech, parang ganon. That was part of the activity. And then came this election na. And then, natalo. Kumbaga, he wasn't elected.
Yeah.
So he was really sad. That time pa, nandun ako sa chiropractor. So it was just him and ate, cousin, pamangkin ko. So the ate was really worried kasi nga parang, tapos nag-send pa ng picture sa akin na like really sad. And then I said, ano mo lang, i-cheer mo na lang, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. And when we got home, cried. Actually, hindi ko lang masyado pinansin because I know that the emotions are, so he
Yes.
cried kay daddy niya, no? He cried kay daddy niya. So nalabas na the emotions and all. Pag ganon, Carlo naman was like, tapos na umiyak yan na, mamaya mag-uusap na naman kayo. Another set, umiyak na naman yan. But I wanted to parang parang i-deviate or not naman na, pero kasi umiyak na, you know, I feel like the emotions were addressed. So sabi ko, okay, let's do coaching. So we sat down and then tell me about all your emotions, everything, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. So like, I was really sad because ganito, ganyan, ganyan. And I said this to him, Sam, you know what? The one of the secrets to a happy life is less expectation. So how about we do this? Less expectation, happy life. And I kept on telling him that until ma-memorize niya. And now we have that little mantra and a little, you know, less expectation, happy life. So whenever you do something, you try something that won't work out or would not work the way how you expected it, the way that I want you to see it is, am I expecting too much? Or, so less expectation, happy life, and always doing your best. So that's what I know. I feel like whenever I'm faced with questions like this, especially from a toddler, and I see it na kahit pagdating niya sa teenage life, that with or without me there at the present scenario, there's something that he would always think like, okay, what did my mom say?
Yeah.
So there, less expectation, happy life. And pretty much the same with mom, I can't do this. Mom, I can't la la la. And it's just, you will figure it out. Because really, no, sa buhay natin, you know, back when we were kids, teenage life, 20s, till we got, you know, our own families.
Yeah.
We figure things out.
There's no manual.
It's just, I feel like it's human nature, right? It's human nature. But importante then that, you know, there's a, you know, tiny voice in your head na, yeah, I'll figure it out, instead of, you can't do it.
That's true.
So parang it's me as a mom trying to fill the tank in his brain, the good words, positive, encouraging words, versus, you know, the things that, I don't know, perhaps we didn't get when we were kids.
Yeah.
No, you know, the encouraging, the enthusiasm, the positivity, we're there masyado. So that's what I'm trying to do kay Sam ngayon.
And with that, what kind of a coach are you? Because I myself, I also have my son, my son, and I came to this book that says, when you're actually teaching your kid, for example, about his subjects in school, you're not actually the mom. You're the coach, and you have to separate yourself from being a mom, from being a parent, because you cannot be the coach that you have to be when you're actually becoming the parent.
Oh my
So
goodness.
Thank
you for coaching me now, Nix. I needed that.
Coach, with having two kids, they have different sets of values, they have different sets of moods. It's very different. So I need to separate myself dun sa pagiging nanay ko talaga pag nagko-coach talaga ako sa kanya. But an empowerment style pa rin. Na hindi ko siya yung dinadown. I really encourage the kid. So what kind of coach are you? Are you the same person na sa mga freelancer? Because let's face it, we're more empathetic than minsan sa kids. And sometimes then, mas less patience din ang meron tayo sa kids. Kasi there's so much things going on. So what's your coaching style as a mom?
I'm super impatient with the school stuff, I swear. I would say right now, bilang work in progress naman tayo, no, I am, feeling ko nasa level 1, like I'm a beginner. Beginner in a way na nandun pa sa level ng impatient and immature. I get so impatient, especially with math. Oh my goodness.
We feel that at some point.
So what I do, no, and what I encourage, I feel like ako mas kailangan kong i-coach yung sarili ko than coach sa may pagdating sa school, I don't know, Nix, probably because I'm not parang a huge believer of, di naman sa parang I don't believe in education. No? I get that. Pero yung natural lang. And it I feel like my early years affected this, the way I see things now. Okay. Mas inclined ako sa natural way of doing it. Like, my goodness, even with my pamangkins, sila mga top 1 like honor students, and I ako yung KJ, like just recently itong pamangkin ko, she's grade 11 in UE, at bago lang kakalipat lang dito. I know. And lahat ng grades, she was like 97, 98, 96, all of that. And I said, oh my God, Angela, get a life.
What are you doing?
Patuloy po, sabi ko. Can you just get an 8 something? Parang, my God, parang gadon. So, and she was like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? Eto nga ngayon na good grades, and then you're like this. And I'm like that with Sam as well. This was our first time that we did like that midterm exam. Sam got 87 sa math, 100 sa math and science, and then 87 sa English. And I was the one na parang guardian niya nung English exam. And I literally did not mind him.
Yeah.
Like, do whatever, and I don't care if you commit mistakes or whatever. Like, and then I was just focused on my computer. And sometimes he would ask, Mom, no, I can't answer that. You don't look at me. You don't look at me. But kasi di ba yung exam nila, like monitoring, the turning of heads. I said, do not look at me, just figure it out. Go whatever you feel is the right answer, parang ganon. And then I don't know, for some reason with math and science, kasi yung ate niya yung bantay and dad, so they got perfect. And I was like, you guys, I know you guys did something.
There's a conspiracy.
Right? Hindi ako go perfect, go do it right, go like do whatever you want to do. Like, I wouldn't even care if you're line of 7. I don't know if this is weird, Nix, but I'd rather, I don't know, I prefer, I would say, much prefer ko na he'd feel this ugly, nasty, sad emotions, because I know naman that on the other end, like, us parents are supportive and encouraging, and we're trying to feel the positive feelings, no, positive words, and that's feeling ko that's enough. At least that's the best that we can do, so that whenever he's faced with this losing emotions, like I feel bad about myself, mali ako, like these emotions, merong kumbaga the negative and the positive. It's not always like positive, because I wouldn't want him to grow na, malaki din yung ang ulo. So just the balancing. That's why I really wanted him to feel, those, alam mo yun, like feeling bad.
to feel pain because that's actually part of growing that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Can't
Diba?
always I agree with that, coach. Kumbaga, as a parent, we want to invest more on their life skills as people,
Mm-mm.
not
Mm-mm.
really on the academics, because those things actually when I
Yeah.
look back, yeah, I have my degree, I have, but really am I using that more on
Right.
the things na I've learned in school, I've studied in school because I want to know the people skills. I want to know how to makisama sa ibang tao
Yes.
and not really the
Yes.
technical part.
Yes. 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 Amen.
Diba?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm loving this, coach. And yeah, alam mo, coach, meron nga pala ako dito sa aking munting podcast na little segment that I call rapid fire questions. We're actually at the end of
Love it.
the podcast session. So
Okay.
I'll be asking you some quick questions. It's like a fast talk, but some twist because there's a fill in the blank as
Uh-huh.
well. So I'll ask you some questions and whatever comes to your mind, you
Yeah.
just
Okay.
take that.
Game.
Okay. All right, you ready, coach?
Yes.
Go, take it away. So what's the last book that you've read that made an impact to your life?
What was the book of Tony? Was that Happiness?
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
Go.
Say, but what's in my desk right now? Atomic Habits. Pero
Oh,
one
yes, clear.
that yeah.
Mhm. All right.
Oh my goodness, I'm bumped.
That's
I don't
okay,
know.
coach. At least, but I know that it's really impactful because you're
Solution.
reading it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know that you're someone that applies everything that you read. And sometimes just to cut this a little bit, I've read just the other day that people tend to give free stuff because not all people take action. And you've taught
Oh
me
my goodness, that's nice.
you've taught me how to take action, really.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exponentially. I don't know what you did to me,
You
that
know,
savage.
here's
But
what's interesting also, Nix. You know why I can't even remember the name of the book? Because I don't necessarily read the title. Diretso ako loob.
you live by what's inside.
Just the loob and few pages and done. Like,
True.
I'm not the type who finishes the book.
I'm guilty.
Promise. Promise.
Book cover
That
to
just
cover.
won't work. Etong mga stage nung life natin. I don't know ha, I don't know. Pero para sa akin, I don't even like finish. I can't recall any book that I've finished, but I would always read few pages, and after that, okay, what have I gotten from this book? And oh, this is nice, and okay, done. And then okay, random book again, and ganon. I don't know if it's like the messy and whatever, but that's just how I roll. That's why I can't. Nah, my God, I have plenty of books, pero you ask me, what are the titles of those books? I don't know.
As long as you have something that you absorb from it,
Mm.
right? Hindi naman
One
kailangan
that
cover to cover ka lang.
one book though this is not a question that I always read yung paulit-ulit was that the one the Mamba mentality of Kobe Bryant. I love that so much.
Yeah, I love that too. And with that, are you more of a coach or a mom in the house?
Mom.
Yeah, I know your answer. So complete this sentence, coach. I am a coach because blank.
I am a coach because I'm a mom.
That's actually the beginning.
Yeah.
Who's your top 3 mentors in life and business?
Oh, first is Gary Vaynerchuk, John Pagulayan, and Akbar Sheikh.
To be successful or to be happy?
Happy.
We're
all
on
day.
that. And what does happiness means to you?
Happiness is going to bed with a happy heart and waking up the next morning seeing my 2 boys.
Thank you, Coach. Those lovely words. And that's actually the end of this episode. But I've gotten a lot of lessons. I hope who's ever listening right now, you can feel what I'm feeling, because whenever I talk with guests, it's not actually the listeners that's actually getting the gist, the lessons. I'm actually giving myself a favor because I'm learning. So
Yes,
thank you, Coach, for
right.
doing this, for taking the time to have this chikahan with me. You
Mhm.
know, this is just the first. There will be more to come. Okay. So, Coach, thank you, and guys,
You're welcome.
yeah, thank you, Coach.
I'm a, let me end this
Mhm.
session now
Yeah.
with something, because our topic is about imposter syndrome. And this is something that I've gotten, not sure what book is this,
Mhm.
I forgot. But on imposter syndrome, I think this is very important and such a beautiful, super beautiful, that I can't afford to not to share this
Go,
on
go,
the
go.
episode now. Imposter syndrome is actually a super healthy sign that you are in an environment that is challenging you to grow. It's a good sign, it's a healthy sign that you are, let me just repeat it, you are in an environment that is challenging you to grow.
Mhm.
You will never stop feeling this, no matter what revenue level you are at, as
Yeah.
long as you are surrounding yourself with people and in environments that inspire you to expand. It will never go away. Okay. It will never stop. Okay. Whether you are starting out, in the middle of your struggle, of your trying to make it,
Mhm.
or you feel like you've done it, you've got results already, you've got case studies, you've got portfolios, it will still be there.
Yes.
Okay. And the key is to acknowledge this as a healthy sign instead of internalizing it as some measure of your intelligence or capabilities. We all have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
While your first goal or your first try may not be perfect, you will get better and better and better. That last three words there, that last line there, you will get better and better and better. I love this because I feel like that it's coming from the place of humility. No,
Yeah.
that we don't need to achieve like a specific level, right? Or like that level of expertise. And that we feel like, okay, soon as I reach that expertise level, then I wouldn't be feeling this imposter syndrome anymore. No, it's not.
Yeah.
You are naive. And if you're someone who's, struggling, you feel like this imposter syndrome is an enemy, I'm telling you now that it's not. Okay. With me and Nix here, we've gone through the beginner stage and trying to make it, or the middle stage, and now that yes, we've got portfolios, we've got results for our clients, we've got whatever, the things that you are probably wishing that you have now, and that you feel like soon as I have this, I would not be feeling imposter syndrome. No, you're not. Kasi whether you reach that level, whatever that level is,
Yeah.
right? Imposter syndrome will still be with you. So might as well befriend with your imposter syndrome and acknowledge that it is really part of you. It's who you are, and it's a good thing. It's a place where we get to feel that balance between I am still a work in progress, even though I've got millions in my bank, even though I've got tons and tons of portfolio, and I feel like I'm the best in the world, or
Yeah.
whatever. It keeps the balance, no? It keeps your feet grounded.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's very important. So
And
yeah.
lastly, less expectations, happy life, right? Yeah. Thank you so much, Coach. And thank you guys for
I
listening,
love
watching
this.
this. And for more episodes, tune in for the Happy Mission podcast. Thanks, guys.